Which direction? Where do you want to go?
Doesn't matter to me much.
Okay, well, we'll climb out. We'll kind of go that direction. Maybe do something weird like shoot an approach in somewhere, and then we can come to Blum and do a couple steep landings.
Sure, show it off.
I always liked, you know, a nice long slope. It's kind of fun to do a steep in this, but once we get climbed out here a little bit, or climb out a little bit, we can go right over to you, let you fly. Some bumps are like 1600 down there.
Beautiful plane, great interior.
Thank you. ASCG. Go back to maps. We'll go out here and taxi and get out of here. Up a little bit. Doors checked. Caps is on. Fuel quantity around fullest tank. Maps full mix. Boost pump is on. Check. We have our frequency set. Landing lights on. Everything's on. We're on both. Set our trim off. Trim is ready for takeoff, and we should be good to go. That's our check. Server traffic, Cirrus, departing 29, departing straight out to the west. Serene. A lot of right rudder in this thing. A lot of right rudder. Our rotation speed is about 70, 75, 65, coming up on 70. Just give it a slight tug back. And we want to climb out about 7.5 degrees. Alright, we'll set that at 4,700 so she shuts up, so she's not. Okay, plane's all yours if you want to try it.
Airplane. It's pretty responsive.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'll give you your own little.
Nice.
Yeah, you can take that green target, and wherever you want to go, you put that green target there, and that'll take you. That'll take you wherever.
Anyone traffic, we're A3993, turning base 791.
It's altitude real nice.
Yeah, like I said, you can trim that if you need to. If you feel you're pulling on the yoke a little bit, just trim her.
I don't think I ever did a 45 that well before.
It's a heck of a plane to cheat with. I mean, when I say cheat, it's just so easy and intuitive to fly.
So easy to watch the nose. It's not really, I'm not changing altitude much at all. I'm not even thinking about it. Pretty damn sweet cruising along at 150.
Technically ground speed 162.
I'll have to do the math on that. I like watching tractor trailers down on the interstate and see how fast I'm going.
Oh,
I think on the way back from Oshkosh, we were passing them at 138 miles an hour, statute.
Oh, is that right? Okay, cool. 182 was roughly an hour and 15 minutes, hour 20 minutes back from Pittsburgh to Pittsburgh, depending on how much winds you had. And on Sunday, my wife and we climbed out of Pittsburgh. I made the turn. I'm still under Class Bravo airspace out there. And they left me climb through the airspace and direct to Blum. So I just, direct to enter, and it came up 47 minutes. We did have a little bit of a tailwind. Well, we had about 12, 15 knot tailwind, which helps, but that's pretty good time back from Pittsburgh for me.
Can you slip this and crab it and things like that like normal?
You can. I never slipped this. Never had the need to, because you're going to find out when we do some touch and goes. This prop out front here, you don't have to slip it. It's a big speed brake.
That's right, yeah.
And you can literally feel when I pull back the throttle, you can feel it slow up. You got an MFD and a PFD. This is the PFD. It's a primary flight display. This gives us all of our vertical speed, gives our altitude, gives our airspeed, our indicated airspeed, ground speed, true airspeed, gives us a wind heading. A little map over here which will show traffic if we have traffic. Traffic will also light up over here.
That's just ADS-B traffic. You don't have radar.
Yeah, and it shows any traffic. I think it works off of existing radar around.
Okay.
But no, I do not have radar, but it does have active traffic, so it will show traffic. And of course we have standard HSI stuff. Over here at MFD, all types of stuff. It has moving maps. It's where we load our flight plans. You can go in here, you know, we're going to Penn Valley right now, or you can brief what Penn Valley has for us. There's trip information. I go back here at some utility. We can see what satellites we're looking at. This is to set it up. We have XM radio, of course. Status. It does have a thermal imaging camera that's actually inverted right now. Yeah. Why, I don't know. When I did an update on a pan, it inverted the camera. Here we can go back to our active flight plan, which we're looking at here. And we can go over here. When you have an airport, let's say we're just going directly to KSCG, you can go over here and put an MSL or AGL altitude of about 800 foot above the ground. And if we're going from here and we're 50 miles away from it, this will automatically give you a VNAV. So when you get the tone that you're getting close, if you press VNAV, it'll actually start the approach down in and put you at pattern altitude. It kind of will do it for you. So that's kind of cool.
Very intuitive.
Yeah, it is. Right now we're heading for Watso intersection. That's our initial approach fix. We're supposed to cross it at 3700. We're 2 minutes away from it. Once we get closer, we'll hit the approach button. The approach button will basically take it right on the approach. At that point, we're simply managing power. We'll simply pull the power back and manage it. I haven't gotten real heavy into all the VNAV, direct to VNAV, and just there's a ton to learn, and I have not learned it yet. There is a checklist for the plane, all different checklists, emergency checklists, and of course you have your nearest airports, intersections, VORs, all types of nearest information. Need it in a hurry, and of course there's the engine panel, what we're looking at. Right now we'll spin back to our full map page. You can see we're coming up to Watso intersection. If we go back here, we do have a traffic map we can bring up. We do have, of course, NextRad is on here, so if we had any weather, we can see weather, we can see lightning strikes, we can see cloud bases, cloud tops. You can typically see all that stuff. Okay, at this point, since we're at the initial approach fix, we can press. As soon as I press the approach, we got glide path is in white. That means it's armed, ready to grab the glide path. Once we get out here at the top of descent, it'll actually grab the glide path and take us down. So at this point, the plane is going to fly itself. We're just energy management right now.
Penn Valley traffic, 565 Alpha Delta in the pattern. I'll do a circle out to the east until you land. 565 Alpha Delta.
November is left downwind for 29.
The Cirrus is on approach for Penn Valley. We're going to do a low approach and fly to published mist, and then depart the area to the east.
Okay, I'm in the downwind for 17. Would you like me to continue?
Yeah, go ahead. We're still about 10 to the north.
Roger, 565 Alpha Delta, continuing downwind for 17.
Okay, if you notice, our glide path is still, it's armed, but our glide path came alive. And as soon as that little purple gets over there, it's going to turn green, which it did. And now we're starting down the hill. So now we're on a direct glide path right into Penn Valley. If we cross Awer intersection, extra full rich boost pump is on, flat 50%. Should be good to go. She's going to say minimums here in a minute. Which in other words, if you don't see the runway, you
minimums. Minimums.
Okay, we don't have the runway in sight. Hit the go around button, full throttle. Automatically pitches up. Penn Valley traffic, Cirrus going missed on the RNAV Bravo. We'll be overflying the field, Penn Valley. At this point we can hit nav, and it will follow the missed approach
Penn Valley
procedure.
traffic 565 Alpha Delta on downwind runway 17, touch and go.
As Steve-O would say, coffee time.
Yeah, but in this case we're getting 7 minutes. There you go, coffee time.
What's your aviation story? How'd you get started? What got you interested?
Williamsburg traffic, Cherokee 82 Tango, turning left base for 27, Williamsburg.
Care. There's a cup holder down by your foot there. Put up. Well, I grew up, you know, my dad, yeah, we should have flew over it. When you're in downwind, if you keep flying straight another half mile, my dad's grass strips right in front of you.
Okay.
Kind of at an angle. And he wore out 5 different planes, anywhere from J3 clubs. He had 2 of them and a Ronca. When I grew up, I mean, he had a Cessna 150 that I helped him fly and put away, and you know, I was the kid that helped push the back in and wash the bugs off and all that. And he had it, kept it on his own private strip there and stuff. And back actually, it's right before, right after I got married, so late 80s, early 90s, I started through the King's School and I really want to get in it. And then he got sick and he lost his medical. So for the longest time the plane sat, and you know, he's paying a lot of money to have it annualed every year, and he just finally sold it for $1,500. And so took a vacation from flying for a while, and of course, you know, you have kids and everything else. But finally I got a point in my life, I was mid-40s, and I decided, hey, I probably only got, you know, a good 15, 20 years left, so if you're going to do it now. And so talked to my wife, she supported me, we were financially, because, I mean, it's a little expensive. And I started taking lessons. I joined the club, started flying, taking lessons, and I was determined to get it done. And I thought, hey, I wanted my dad always had his own, I wanted my own. I started looking, I bought the 182, and after I got my instrument ticket a year or so ago, I decided I wanted something that was a little more intuitive for instrument. This makes a great platform for flying.
Definitely does, especially instrument.
Yeah. With these big screens, with synthetic vision, with the just awareness that you have, and then I got a backup awareness here. It's hard to beat. Hard to beat.
This is a whole lot of airplane, and it's sexy. That's one thing that got me into aviation. I just like airplanes. To me, just looked sexy.
Okay.
The other thing is just being above people, and I learned, the more I fly, the more I realize, holy crap, I don't have to deal with traffic.
Yeah.
I like going to the shore, because you could do a shore trip in a day.
How about it?
You leave late morning, spend the afternoon there, eat dinner, come home, you're at home by 10. And you didn't deal with any of that traffic on the way to the shore.
You've been flying quite a while though, right?
Yeah, I started, it was 91, I believe.
Wow.
I was a sophomore in high school. No, well, yeah, it was 90, 91. I was a sophomore in high school, wanted to take lessons. I always wanted an ultralight. I saw National Geographic and they had ultralights. This is back in the early 80s when it was, they were just starting to become popular. And I thought, I want one of those. And my dad says, well, get your pilot's license first, and then you could do that. So, when I was a sophomore in high school, I got a job at Bonanza at the Frackville Mall so I could earn money to go here to Zerby and learn how to fly, so I would make money and go for a flight lesson.
Pretty cool.
The Army got in the way after I graduated. Took a few months off, and then I moved to Syracuse, but the whole time I was plugging away at it, different instructors, different airports, different airplanes. Ended up with getting I took my check ride in a Tomahawk.
Oh, yeah?
That really freaked my examiner out because he didn't like Tomahawks. Apparently the tails fall off of those things occasionally.
Right.
They were all sweet airplanes.
You fly all in the Army? You do anything with
I was in the aviation unit at the National Guard at the Gap.
Okay.
So, yes and no. No real avionics or aviation, but I worked in sheet metal. My job was, I was attached to sheet metal. My actual MOS was machinist. That position supported those people that repaired helicopters. I was not. I was not on a frontline job to get sucked into flight school. I wasn't positioned well when I joined, and the platoon sergeant, once I joined, sat me down and said, "Your recruiter really screwed you. You want to fly helicopters? You're in the wrong position."
Oh, wow. Did you ever have the opportunity to fly helicopters?
Yeah, when I was in, we would take motivational flights.
Okay.
And I believe it was a Loach. I got probably about 3 minutes worth of stick time in.
Okay. All right. I guess I better pay attention to what I'm doing here. Autopilot off. Yaw damper, booster pump. Zerby traffic. Cirrus B overflying the field. Entering left downwind for 29. Zerby. Zerby traffic. Cirrus left base 29. Zerby. I thought it was low and I'm high. So with the speed brake, we just pull it back. And we can get her down in there.
500.
The heck is that?
Turkey.
Seriously? Oh. You son of a gun, you.
Caught on camera.
Not one before. It looks like a mama and some babies.
I guess they get into it from the interior because it's kind of blows the body out, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It comes out. I take the back panel off behind the seats there and up from the inside because there's an oval panel right behind the back window that it goes off. And they don't have to do any of that stuff. It's not like any construction or anything, but they have to take the chute out and they put a new chute in, new rocket assembly, and every 2 or 4 years, I forget, the line cutters have to be on as well. So, Dave, I hope you had fun.
Absolutely.
Good. It's a fun airplane to fly. I really liked my 182. I really like this a whole lot better. It's fun to fly. It's easy. A little bit of a learning curve, big learning curve,
right?
But it's easy and it's fun to fly.
When you go from a pickup truck to a Lamborghini, I really compare this to something like that because it has kick when you give it. The brains inside the airplane, it just knows what it's doing and keeps you safe.
Yeah.
Very impressive, very. And I thank you for the opportunity.
You bet. Thanks for going. Appreciate it. So
love how these doors open up. That's why I said that. It's all part of it being sexy too.
Yeah, the gullwing doors or whatever you call them.